See this shit? Where I come from, this means hope. Hope for Batman to be good. And also, you can still have bat nipples if you want. How's it going, guys? We're here today to talk about Batman Begins, the first Chris Nolan one, the first really great Batman movie, like Tim Burton's. And this is also because I've just watched the Schumacher ones, and Returns, but I'm appreciating that original one more and more as I watch all the new ones. It's like after you watch Batman and Robin, even Returns looks good in comparison, and Returns I did not like very much, but the original one I appreciate more and more as I watch all these shitty ones. And then you go to this, like, well, I can see the complaints again, because this is actually doing Batman right, not compromising, like, yeah, but he'll still kill someone. It's like, no, we're gonna do Batman absolutely right. We're gonna do him pretty gritty, realistic, dark, and not just dark aesthetically looking, but actually a dark movie. We're not gonna have silly dumb bullshit in the movie. And this came in an important time. Batman and Robin had killed it. It was on ice. I had buried it in the cold. It would never revive. It's like Captain America in the ice. But then Chris Nolan went in there and dug him out. He's like, listen, I can save you. I know what to do. And Nolan did it, and it worked out. But what's funny is, I'm a huge Batman fanboy. When this came out, I didn't even know about it. Like, I think it was 2000, it might have even been like 2006. It's just like my mom or someone brought home the DVD of Batman Begins. Like, here, I was like, there's a new Batman movie? Okay, cool. Can I watch it? And they're like, no, do your homework. And I was like, then I had to wait like another day, and then I finally watched it. Like, well, that was different, wasn't it? That was really different. Anyway, let's talk about the movie. It starts Christian, Patrick Bateman, Bale, Michael Caine, Liam Neeson, Morgan Freeman, Katie Holmes, Gary Oldman, Cillian Murphy, a lot of people in this. It's a really good cast. Fun fact, Cillian Murphy was almost cast as Batman. That'd have been a weird new, if that happened, it would be totally different movies. Yeah, it's directed by Chris Nolan, the guy who at this point only made Memento and Insomnia and Following, and they're just like, we're gonna take a big risk on him because he seems to know what he's doing. And boy did it pay off. This movie just does everything perfect. It's Batman in a gritty, dark, realistic Gotham where it's like, we'll film in the actual city. Let's go to Chicago, Detroit and stuff. Film in a real place so it's not all fake sets where Gotham looks like it's inhabited by about 28 people. And that real world setting, I mean, it loses a little bit of that Gothic feel, but I guess they like CGI'd and added in some things where it still looks like a dark, gritty place you wouldn't want to live. And if you did, you'd probably get mugged and then stabbed and raped by a bunch of meth heads. So it's in a real world Gotham, and we got real good actors in this, perfect people. And Christian Bale, what crazy casting. Patrick Bateman, hey Paul, and he cuts him in the head with an axe, taking that guy and making him Batman. Risky maybe, but it really paid off, and I don't know how many people complained about that when it came out. Like I said, I was, I guess, too young to be involved in hype and know about movies that were coming out. It's just, I watched the movie like, okay, I didn't even know who he was when I watched it. I'm like, that's Batman, I guess, and he did great. He was amazing. He felt like a real person, a very sympathetic Bruce Wayne. You get into his struggles. He plays three different roles. He plays Bruce Wayne in public, who's rich playboy asshole, and then Bruce Wayne in private life, who wants to bang Katie Holmes and has some other things with him, his drive for justice and revenge. And then you got Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah, he's got three different personalities and he plays them all perfect. He's amazing. He's my favorite Batman. Besides Kevin Conroy, the best Batman and Bruce Wayne in my opinion. He's just perfect. He plays it amazingly because he's a great actor and he really had a lot to work with. He had a good script actually that gave him stuff to do where the movie's focused on him and gave him a lot of different things to play. Yeah, this Bruce Wayne actually traveled the world, was a badass, got sent to prison, and got in prison fights where he'd take on like 18 guys at once because he's a gritty badass. Then he went and got ninja training. Then he became the goddamn Batman. It's the little touches like that that help because like they only hinted at in the old movies. Like maybe he traveled the world and did some of this. They're like, no, let's show. He's a goddamn ninja. He did some awesome training. He's a cool dude. And you really delve into his psyche, the death of his parents, and how that fueled his fire for revenge. His fear of bats, fear. This whole movie, its big theme of the movie is fear. And why do we have that? Because we also have the villain, the Scarecrow, Cillian Murphy. He was really good, but he was very much just a secondary villain that was kind of pop up every now and again, and he felt like an afterthought almost in the movie. Like, yeah, we'll put him in here because he's important to the whole theme of the movie, but underused, I would say. We also got Liam Neeson here, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie by this point, you really should. But yeah, he's Ra's al Ghul, the main villain of this movie, and he's Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, I mean, by this point he was Qui-Gon Jinn, he was a Jedi, so having a Jedi basically train Batman, in a way that's really awesome. And yeah, we get to have some cool ninja fights with them. Katie Holmes is Rachel Dawes. It's like, listen, it's Katie Holmes, not a great actress, and kind of maybe a little too young, miscast for this role as a tough lawyer, but she's fine. She did good enough. Like, she could have been better, and they improved on her when they recast her. Michael Caine, the size of a tangerine. He was great as Alfred. He was amazing because Michael Gough was really good, kind of classic comic book Alfred, but he had some fucking creep. Like when he's touching the bat suit and he looks like he's coming on it. Like there's some weird things that happen in those old Batman movies, and he was a terrible butler. He let every single person that wanted to. If you wanted to get in the Batcave, he'd let you in. Like, he was a bad butler. Michael Caine's a great butler. He's very much like Bruce Wayne's sidekick the whole time. They're partners in crime in this whole thing, discovering this journey of becoming Batman together. He wasn't in prison beating people up, but I bet he could, because he's Michael Caine and he can do that, damn it. But it was so nice to see Bruce Wayne and Alfred that really were good and fun to watch together when they're setting up the whole Batman thing and discovering all these gadgets and stuff. He's making jokes at him. It's like, this is an Alfred I want to see. He's really damn good. And speaking of Batman's sidekick, we also got Jim Gordon, who in the previous movies was not done justice at all. And then as you see, he is also like, you don't need Robin in these movies because he is like his Robin. He's the one honest, good cop in the whole city of Gotham that Bruce Wayne trusts. He's like, listen, I need you. You're Gordon. You got a damn mustache. You're Gary Oldman. I trust you. And I love Gary Oldman in this. He's amazing. He really owns that role of Gordon. And it's just like, I'm so happy they got him because it's almost a weird choice. Like, yeah, the guy that played Dracula and that one guy from True Romance who's like, he thought it was White Boy Day. Is it White Boy Day? Like, that guy's Jim Gordon. You wouldn't think that, but he was so good at it. And also Morgan Freeman, Bruce Wayne. My friend Andy Dufresne crawled through a river of shit to get to the other side. And he saw you in Shawshank Prison beating up 18 guys with your fists. Sorry about the impression, but yeah, Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox, a character that was not before known, or maybe he's done the comics, I don't even know, but he was great. The guy who designs Bruce Wayne's tech and all that, like, here's your tumbler Batmobile. I have it in here. Damn it. I'm pretty sure it's in here. Alright, I found the damn thing. I got a couple other toys to show to you, but yeah, the tumbler, its lid is missing, but I remember getting this. Like, this is fucking badass. It's a fucking tank for the Batmobile, and it really works, because in this gritty, real-world setting, it's slightly heightened reality, but still, Batman can't just be driving a long car. He needs, like, something badass and tactical, and this really does it. And also his badass tactical suit. This is broken. He's missing an arm. Vietnam Batman, but I have him. Also, I was talking in the last movies about toyetic and how they sell different costumes. I don't remember this in the movie, but apparently Christian Bale put on some camo to be Batman. And by the way, here's just Chris O'Donnell Robin because... yeah, let's look at toys now. Let's waste your time. Ninja Batman. And because I was talking about Liam Neeson, here's Qui-Gon Jinn. Fuck you. But anyway, yeah, Lucius Fox develops all his stuff. So Morgan Freeman's like, here's a thing to make a cape go woof. But yeah, the idea of real world tech where it's like if you want to glide, you have this special thing in your gloves that make your cape open to help make you swoop around and actually fly. The bat armor, it still had the problem of being able to turn the head, but they'd fix that in the next one. And yeah, the Batmobile is super badass. And Chris Nolan was doing a really good job at setting up a real world where it's like more or less plausible than the real world. How would he do this? Well, hell, to make his mask, you gotta order 10,000s of this part, otherwise it'll look suspicious. All these different real world things that make it grounded and gritty, and you feel like, yeah, this could happen, and it makes it cooler because of that. It doesn't just feel like, okay, Bruce Wayne got all the shit from who gives a crap, let's move on. They actually give you explanations for things, and it makes it an interesting journey to go on. And then we get all the action, Batman actually being Batman. First off, the soundtrack by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard, really great. It's not as memorable as the classic Danny Elfman one, you can't hum it. Well, I can, but I won't, but you know what I mean. Like, it's still a really damn good soundtrack. It's a lot of dark, creepy, atmospheric songs, and it's really, really good. And then all the action stuff, it's like, most part it's pretty good. Sometimes it's a little too up close, like there's Batman fighting and I can't really tell what's happening. A little too up close for me. The fight scenes were a little lacking, a little too up close, but like the Batmobile chase, stuff like that, there's still some really great action in other parts. And yeah, Batman felt like a real badass. He felt scary, like Batman should, like this whole theme of fear. Batman was using his fear So yeah, in pretty much every single way possible, this movie improves and does Batman much more perfectly than ever before. He's got motivation, he's a sympathetic character, he doesn't fucking kill, he sticks to that rule, he bends it slightly, like, I don't have to save you. It's like, that's still, I'm fine with that. And yeah, he feels like a real person that we're focusing on, following his journey, going on it with him, and really appreciating what's happening here. It's a real world setting where it's like, I can understand why he would need to do this, and it's cool to see the tech for Batman be explained in an interesting way where it's like, just because it's basically a montage of like, how does he get all these wonderful toys? It's like, it's interesting to watch. He's got a badass new Batmobile, some interesting villains, underused but interesting. Everyone acts perfect. I know Katie Holmes was miscast, but she still did fine with the role she was given, even though not the right actress for it. We've got a great Batman. The suit looks badass. It's just perfect. Gotham, really, it fits. I'm scared of this Gotham. The last one, it's like, I'm not scared of it because it's just a set. I can kick down one of the walls and run away from a mugger. Batman Begins is a perfect movie in my opinion. It is the perfect Batman movie. It's everything you need it to be. So yeah, Batman Begins gets an A+. It is the perfect Batman movie. It's everything Batman needed, everything Batman deserves, and yeah, it's an amazing movie. If you have not seen it, you should definitely check it out. I mean, at this point, it's like 10, 11 years old? So comment below, tell me your thoughts are on Batman Begins. Is it your favorite Batman movie and all that? What are your thoughts on it? And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later when I talk about The Dark Knight. Oh yeah.